By Darius Spearman, African Elements. Support African Elements at patreon.com/AfricanElements and hear recent news in a single playlist. Additionally, you can gain early access to ad-free video content. Introduction: Breaking New Ground in Political Representation. The announcement of Melina Abdullah as Cornel West's vice presidential running mate marks a historic moment in American politics. This groundbreaking decision not only introduces the first all-black presidential ticket but also highlights Abdullah's role as the first Muslim vice presidential candidate. Their campaign promises to reshape discussions around race, religion, and social justice in America, aiming to address issues of white supremacy, patriarchy, and empire. Furthermore, their involvement in activism and academia brings a unique perspective to the political arena. West and Abdullah's candidacy is a bold step towards inclusive representation. It reflects America's diversity at the highest levels of political leadership. At this historic and pivotal moment, it is my profound honor to stand alongside my dear sister, Dr. Melina Abdullah, a fierce and tireless advocate for truth, justice, and transformative change, West said. News 1. Their campaign has already begun to disrupt the narrative that American voters only have two choices. Moreover, it challenges the traditional two-party system by offering an alternative rooted in social justice and equality. This introduction sets the stage for a detailed exploration of how West and Abdullah are breaking new ground in political representation, signaling a shift towards a more inclusive and equitable political landscape. Championing diverse voices in presidential races. The entry of Cornel West and Melina Abdullah into the presidential race serves as a beacon for underrepresented communities across the United States. Significantly, their campaign underscores the importance of having diverse voices at the highest levels of government. Moreover, it challenges the long-standing norms of American politics, which have often marginalized minority groups. Amplifying black voices in politics. Firstly, the West Abdullah ticket shines a spotlight on the need for black representation in presidential races. Their candidacy symbolizes progress towards a political system that mirrors the diversity of its populace. Additionally, it provides hope that issues affecting black Americans will be more prominently addressed on the national stage. Sister Melina's incredible courage, keen intellect, and deep vision have greatly served the cause of liberation in education, worker rights, and both racial and gender justice. News 1. Here, Drive West highlights Abdullah's dedication to social justice and emphasizes the campaign's potential to elevate discussions around racial equality. Ensuring Muslim representation matters. Secondly, Abdullah's candidacy as the first Muslim vice presidential candidate is a monumental step towards religious inclusivity in politics. This move challenges stereotypes and signifies the growing acceptance of religious diversity within the political sphere. Consequently, it paves the way for policies that better reflect the multifaceted nature of American society. I am deeply honored and humbled to join Dr. Cornel West as his vice presidential candidate at this critical moment as we work together for transformative change. News 1. Abdullah's words express a commitment to transformative change, underscoring the importance of diverse religious perspectives in shaping the country's future. Inspiring future generations. Furthermore, the West Abdullah ticket not only impacts the current political landscape but also inspires future generations. Young people from marginalized communities can now see themselves reflected in presidential candidates. Thus, it fosters a belief in the possibility of achieving significant political roles regardless of race or religion. In summary, West and Abdullah's historic candidacy represents a pivotal shift towards a more inclusive and representative political system. Their campaign breaks barriers and sets a precedent for future elections, emphasizing that America's leadership must reflect its diverse population. By doing so, they are not just running for office, they are expanding the scope of who can envision themselves as leaders of this nation. Navigating political pathways, the West Abdullah Challenge. Confronting the two-party system. Cornel West and Melina Abdullah's bid introduces fresh perspectives into the political debate. Firstly, their campaign directly challenges the dominant two-party narrative. They argue for more choices beyond the usual Democrat and Republican options. Both of us want to disrupt the narrative that you have only two choices, Abdullah explained. HuffPost. Moreover, this approach seeks to engage voters who feel overlooked by the traditional political system. Additionally, it opens up discussions on the need for political reform. Overcoming ballot access barriers. Securing a spot on the ballot is a significant hurdle for third-party candidates. For instance, West's ticket has achieved ballot access in only a handful of states. This limitation poses a substantial challenge to their campaign's visibility and viability. So far, West's ticket has secured ballot access in Alaska, Oregon, South Carolina, and Utah. HuffPost. Nevertheless, each state they gain access to represents a victory against the restrictive norms of American electoral politics. Thus, their campaign is not only about winning the presidency but also about broadening Democratic participation. Pioneering future political landscapes, the West Abdullah influence. Transforming voter expectations. The West Abdullah campaign is reshaping what voters anticipate from presidential candidates. Importantly, their diverse ticket encourages people to demand more inclusive representation. As a result, future candidates might reflect a broader spectrum of the American populace. Furthermore, this shift can inspire a new wave of politically engaged citizens who see their identities reflected in their leaders. I enter in the quest for truth, I enter in the quest for justice, and the presidency is just one vehicle to pursue that truth and justice, what I've been trying to do all of my life, West said. News 1. Additionally, the campaign challenges the binary choice between Democrats and Republicans, opening the door for more third-party and independent candidates. Inspiring diverse candidates. Moreover, West and Abdullah's candidacy serves as a beacon for individuals from underrepresented communities. This move could significantly increase the diversity of political candidates in future elections. Consequently, it not only alters who runs for office but also how political parties address issues of diversity and inclusion. Similarly, their campaign may encourage political strategies that genuinely address the needs and concerns of all Americans, not just the majority. Shaping policy discussions. Finally, the West Abdullah ticket is setting new precedents for policy discussions. Their focus on social justice, equity, and inclusion pushes these issues to the forefront of political debate. Additionally, their campaign suggests that future elections could witness a broader range of policy issues being discussed, reflecting the diverse needs of the American population. Moreover, this approach may lead to more comprehensive and inclusive policies, ultimately benefiting a wider segment of society. About the author. Darius Spearman is a professor of Black Studies at San Diego City College, where he has been pursuing his love of teaching since 2007. He is the author of several books, including Between the Color Lines, A History of African Americans on the California Frontier through 1890. You can visit Darius online at africanelements.org.